This has got to be one of the most underrated tractor attachments that you can add to your tractor. This is going to be an installation video for the TYM and Branson 15 series cabs, as well as the Bad Boy 40 series cabs. It's a rear lever that operates your 3-point. This is really helpful when you're hooking up attachments so that you don't have to go around into the cab of the tractor to run your 3-point lever on the inside. Everything nice and handy back here where you can get to it. Now these are model and cab or non-cab specific, so you can look at our website and see the differences between them. These kits are super simple to install. We make these as a DIY kit. They come with all the hardware, and you can get them on our website. I'll drop a link to that in the description. This is exactly how this is going to come out of the box. It's going to have all the necessary hardware in place where they're supposed to go. You're going to need 3/4 inch socket, 1/2 inch sockets, 1/2 inch wrenches, and then you're going to need an Allen key or hex bit that's a size 4. So rip this bracket off and have all your hardware in hand, and you might be able to do this without taking the tire off, but it's just easier and you have more space if you do take the tire and wheel off. And you're going to want to find your existing 3-point lever, which is what he's got his hands on there, and install this little bracket.
Just tell them that there's a notch. You just kind of want to get it pushed up as far as you can on it.
So some of these are going to have maybe a little bit of insulation wrap right there.
Go around it, cut
You
it
can
off.
go around it, you can trim it off. We're able to go around this one, but as far as where you want to put this little bracket is going to be just kind of as far as you can push it up. You said there's a notch right in here.
Yeah, the bend. There's a bend at the zip tie,
yeah.
just kind of as close.
So there's a bend right in here, and you want to get pretty much as close to that as you can, but safe thing is just to leave this kind of loose, and then once we test fit everything up, you can adjust this up or down if it need be.
You should take this apart and leave this laying here. This you can leave assembled if you'd like.
So we're gonna leave this attached to the arm itself, but we took this pivot joint apart. This is the linkage that goes up to the bracket we just put on, and then this is the lever itself. We're gonna go ahead and mount the lever and then go back and mount the linkage. Now this mounts to your existing harness mount. I think you can get like a trailer plug for these tractors, but they don't come standard with that plug. But that's where this thing mounts up at, and it is drilled out in case you did still want to get that trailer plug.
Grab our hardware. Remember, nylon washer.
So we're going to make sure that at all these pivot points you have one of these nylon washers. That's very important so that this can be snug and tight, but also be able to pivot. So this is test fitting up, just making sure that where that location of the front bracket is good to go. So it looks like we have good clearance everywhere where we've positioned it, so we can go ahead and
Snug all those down.
cinch everything down. These don't have to be extremely tight because this is a nylock nut. So we just want to make sure that the threads are engaged all the way through that nylock nut. If you tighten it down too far, everything's going to get really stiff. So best place to make your final adjustment is right here at this pivot bolt. But what we're going for is stiff enough that this isn't going to bounce. Like right now, that's too loose because as we drive around, that's going to drift down on us. So we're going to take our 3/4 inch and just tighten this up until it's good and snug, but not so tight that it's hard to move everything. And once you're happy with that tension there, you've got an installed, fully functional rear 3-point lever on your 15 series or 40 series cab.
Maybe you've got long